Cam Ward is projected to be the #1 pick in this year's NFL draft. We're going to watch his film and see if he deserves to be the #1 pick. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at Cam Ward's University of Miami highlights. He's the #1 prospect going into this NFL draft. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos like this, kind of going over some prospects, seeing what I like, what I don't like. I haven't watched a ton of Cam Ward stuff, but from what I've seen, I like it. I don't think that this is a strong quarterback class, and I know everyone's been hearing that lately, but I really don't think so. I'm not taking Cam Ward, who was the #1 overall quarterback this year, over some of the guys from last year, most of the top guys from last year, Caleb Williams, Jane Daniels, J.D. McCarthy, Drake May. I'm just not doing it. Bo Nix. We're going to watch a little bit of his highlight tape right now, see what I like, see what I don't like. And if you like anything I say or you don't like anything I say, either way, be sure to subscribe down low and like this video, comment, do something, just engage with it. It helps out the channel. I think this is one of those picks where he's a very high ceiling. The one thing I do like about Cam Ward is he has a lot of production everywhere he's gone. He's produced very well. I like quarterbacks that take a program that wasn't good before they got there and then make them a contender. Miami was ranked this year, had a shot to go in the playoffs briefly. But I like that in my quarterbacks. Shows that they get better, shows production, shows that they care, shows improvement. So we're going to take a look at his highlights right now. I haven't watched this. This is my first time watching it, and I'm just going to give you my initial reaction. Good mobility. Looks very comfortable. That's the one thing about Cam Ward, is that I've never seen a quarterback who can just be so comfortable in the pocket, comfortable on the field. I think it's going to help him well and translate well to the NFL. I mean, there's some throws here that he just stops moving his feet and just flat foots it, waits, and then delivers. Good catch. It's a good throw. A little bit behind him. I like how he's dotting up these safeties right now, Florida. Playing with them. Is that Restrepo? Restrepo is going to be a guy who I'm looking for in this draft. I think he's going to be an absolute dog. They're killing Florida. Ooh. Woo! So I'm telling you, man, Restrepo's nasty. And I think he had a good combine, too. Look out for Restrepo. That's a great throw. I mean, look at this arm angle here. I mean, he didn't even move his feet. I mean, that's arm. He's throwing that completely sidearm. That's impressive. Wow. I wouldn't want him to make a ton of those plays in the NFL, but the ability that he can is a good thing. I mean, he has to twist his body all the way across. Good pocket presence here. He just can throw so well, so accurate, off balance, off platform. Good patience, man. The one thing that I will be a bit picky about in this video is the fact that if he's got some wide open wide receivers, you see a lot of these highlight videos, like right here. See a lot of these highlight videos of these guys from these big schools, and they have all the time in the world because they're, they have the best linemen in college football, the best recruits are wide open. All these receivers are wide open. It's just like, you're never going to get that in NFL, rarely. I'm looking for him to fit into these tight windows, go through his progressions. That's really what I think translates well to the next level, is going through your progressions, fitting into tight windows, and being composed. I like that he has the ability to run, but that's not his first choice. I like to see him throw like an opposite field comeback. He's got the corner. That's a nice route by that tight end. Good anticipation there, too. Solid man coverage. USF. He's so composed. He just has very, very, very good pocket presence and pocket footwork. I think he gets a little antsy at times. It's a nice throw. His eyes are downfield the whole time. I like that. Let's see that one more time. Look at his eyes. He's never even looking at the guys. Handed the ball off to. That's a great throw. That's a Madden throw. That's what I threw in Madden when I recognized cover 2, man. Good improvisation. He knows where everyone is. I like to see him play a little bit better competition, though. He hasn't really played. He played Florida in the beginning. Florida sucks. All right, VTech. All right, let's see some ACC competition here. It's a nice catch. Royal's good. I like this Royal guy. We're going to have to do a video on him. Oh, I got hit. I got killed. He got killed. He stayed in there and throw. I like that. I like that. Oh my God, VTech is killing their offensive line. Makes plays happen, man. He's athletic. He's athletic. I hear that blitz. He didn't recognize that blitz, though. Let's see that. Yeah, he didn't recognize that blitz. He had tight end out here. I mean, he can make plays happen like that, but is he going to get away with that in the NFL? You got to recognize that blitz coming off the edge there. Wow, good improvisation there. Oh my God, does he score? Does he score? Oh my God. What a play. I mean, that's a magician play right there. I mean, that's terrible by 61. Oh my God. He's just so comfortable. He doesn't panic, which I really like. And they're in it. I like the RPO game. He's very fast at the same. He's kind of like a magician, man. I like it. I'm not a big fan of his throwing motion. I will say I'm not a big fan of his throwing motion. I think he puts way too much of his body into the throw. So that means to me that he's not going to have a lot of touch on it when he needs to. But I mean, he can sling it. He hasn't slid one time in this video. Boom. Good catch. He's got that guy killed, though. A lot of these throws have been behind the receiver. That's a great throw. Like, he can zip it. I don't think there's any question that he can fit it into a window. But that's one throw. Those posts across the middle, those slants across the middle. I need to see some more diversity in these throws here. Did he come back? Did he come back and win this game? Oh my God, they got the ball back. I didn't pay attention too much to college football this year, I'm going to be completely honest. Oh, he's wide open. Oh, he's gone. Oh my goodness. I think I do remember this game, actually. I think they did survive this one. 3rd and 20. Almost went past the line. Did he score? Jeez. That was a shit show. Great throw. That's the thing, man. He can improvise so well, but in the NFL, that's not really what you're asking for. I mean, that can really only get you so far at the next level. I mean, look at Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams was one of the best improv. I mean, look at Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams was one of the most. I mean, look at Caleb Williams. He was one of the most best improv. I mean, look at Caleb Williams. He was one of the most like I mean, look at Caleb Williams. He can improv so well in college, but then, you know, it doesn't really translate well to the NFL because you don't need it. You know, you need to know concepts. You need to read defenses. You need to get the ball to where it has to go. That's just how these offenses are designed. I'd like to see him throw some more timing routes to the boundary. I mean, we saw a couple of fades that he squeezed in between a safety and a corner, but I like to see some more timing routes to the outside. I haven't seen a lot of those. Everything's been kind of like this, like hitch routes, just kind of improvising, dumping it off to the guy, slants over the middle posts, and then wide open. I haven't seen a lot of timing routes. I mean, that's a dig, but I really want to see the extent of his arm accuracy towards the boundary. Good progression. He goes through his reads really well. Blake, what are we doing? Oh, he got so lucky on that. I mean, that's when you just know that you're rolling that season. You make a play like that, you're just rolling. I mean, he has time here. He doesn't have to run around. He has time. I think he does this improvisation stuff too much. He also doesn't take it under center a lot, which is going to be interesting to see what kind of offense he goes into. It's probably going to be mostly shotgun, but I've only seen him take under center out of the I formation a couple times, which is most in a lot of quarterbacks, honestly, in college right now. Restrepo's a dog. Restrepo, we need to do a video on Xavier Restrepo. He's a dog. I think my player comp on Cam Ward, I've seen a couple of them. I've seen Jordan Love. He's not Jordan Love. I've seen Russell Wilson. He's not Russell Wilson. He reminds me a lot of Tony Romo. I think that's my player comp on him is Tony Romo. It's just like that. Just plays with so much confidence, and he can sling it, and he can run if he needs to, but he's not going to be like a super elusive guy. I think he's got a little bit more than that in that department than Romo did, but he could just be kind of a magician and make plays. I think Romo was a lot more accurate, and I've seen Romo make a lot harder throws than he's making in this video, but we'll have to see at the next level how that translates. But I think that's my player comp on him right now. He reminds me a lot of Tony Romo. Ooh. He just doesn't even like move his feet. He's just completely all upper body just throwing that. It's impressive. I wasn't a fan of how he did not play the second half of this game. I didn't like that. I know it was like, well, he played the first half at least, but it's like, you know, win this game for your team. You know, they want to win it. There's guys that aren't going to the league on this team. It's a nice throw. He looks extremely comfortable in the pocket. I think he has really good pocket mobility. I think he's got some pretty good touch on the ball. Critiquing his mechanics. But towards the end of that video, I saw some throws in there that I really liked. His play action RPO abilities are really unique. I think teams can utilize that. He's very slow on the RPOs, but he always keeps his eyes downfield. I really like that. And his ability to extend plays. He's got a live arm. He's going to need to sit for a year. I don't see him being a guy that can step in right away and play, which, I mean, if he's going to Tennessee, that's probably going to be the case. Don't like that. I don't like any rookie quarterback starting their first year. I know the game has changed a little bit, so it's not as hard as it used to be to do that. We saw Jaden Daniels last year go to the NFC Championship in his rookie year. but I think Jaden Daniels is a much better prospect than Cam Ward is. The things I didn't like, I think that his offense was very simple. I don't think that they did anything super unique. A lot of balls over the middle, a lot of slants, a lot of quick game. I think his decision making is a little questionable. I don't think he needs to run as much as he did in that video in some of those cases. I think a lot of those he was a little bit quick, panicked, ran out the pocket, eluded the pocket, played a little bit of hero ball, which I don't like. I don't think you need to play hero ball. I think it's a good thing to put on tape that shows that you're able to do it and play a little bit of hero ball, improvise a little bit. That's something that I think is very overrated when it comes to looking at an NFL prospect. I mean, you see Mahomes. Mahomes is like the guy everyone says, everyone compares to, but I mean, that's Patrick Mahomes. He's pretty much 1A, 1B, the greatest quarterback of all time. Not a guy you want to compare to. I needed to see more throws to the boundary, longer throws on timing routes like comebacks, long out routes, corners. Didn't see a lot of that in this film. And I think his processing ability when he's blitzed is questionable. There was a couple of those right there where he could have easily dumped it off, but he extended the play a little bit, made some plays, broke some tackles, but I don't think you need to do that in the NFL. You just need to get the ball out as soon as possible once you recognize that blitz, and it's going to be a lot harder to recognize those blitzes at the next level. Do I think he's a first-round guy? Yes. Do I think he's the #1 overall pick? I don't think so. If I'm Tennessee, I would maybe trade out, let some other guys follow me. That's just me. I think Travis Hunter is one of the best prospects in football. I think the fact that he could play both ways at such a high level, I would probably look at him a little bit more. I just think it's a very weak class. I mean, you see this every year where ESPN and all these outlets, they hype up these quarterbacks and they didn't do anything different between the end of the season to the combine, but all of a sudden they are pushed up the rankings. All of a sudden there's no quarterbacks going in the first round in October, and then come February, there's 4 in the first round. Happens every year. It's almost like teams are peer pressured into taking a quarterback. Understandably, it's the most important position, but I think you have to think of the long term too. I think next year is a much better quarterback draft. Tennessee, whether they have Cam Ward, whether they don't have Cam Ward, are not in a position where they're going to make a Super Bowl run or contend this year. I think maybe trading back, getting some picks, getting some other assets, drafting some guys at some other valuable positions might contend better with the higher caliber players at those positions in the league at this moment. Might be a better decision if I was Tennessee. I think he could be a lower end top 10 guy in the league. I think that's pretty much his ceiling. I can kind of see him being like a Sam Darnold kind of guy, high draft pick, struggling in his first couple of years, maybe goes to a better system, plays a little bit better, maybe Geno Smith as well. But like I said, my comp on him is going to be Tony Romo. I think they play a little bit out of system, a little bit more rambunctious. They're both very confident when they're in the pocket, very comfortable. And I think the production is there as well. So that was my comp on Cam Ward, is Tony Romo. All right, guys, so thanks for watching this video. Like I said, please subscribe below. I'm going to be posting some more videos like this, some more football stuff. So if you like what you see or you don't like what you see, make fun of me in the comments. Just engage, have fun, and please click that subscribe button down below and turn on alerts for more video. Thanks for watching.